Welcome back to the shop, guys. Boy, am I excited to get into this. The last time you saw these parts, we were up at Butler's Customs. Kevin went ahead and he sanded all these parts down. He got all the paint off of them, the grease, the grime, all them years on the road. And he done a fantastic job of cleaning them. But to keep them from rusting, he put WD-40 on them. It's all fine and dandy, but when it comes to the paint shop, any kind of lubricant is no good. You're going to have a mess of problems. So what I had to do is go back in and just kind of do the same thing he did, except mine was more of a clean strip, not paint strip. There was some excess paint that needed to come out from around the filler neck and around the petcock area and underneath, you know, that just kind of bubbled up due to the paint stripper. But I was able to get them really nice. Took a roll lock on a battery powered grinder and just cleaned them up real good. I was able to use the center of the roll lock pad to kind of make some patterns, you know, random. And so what you ended up with was all these swirls all the way through it, front to back. Cleaned all the rust off of it, what had ate through the WD-40, and I put them under 3 coats of clear. Today I'm going to explain to you guys my process of doing a wet sand over clear coat. You're not bearing down on it, you're just using water, 600 grit sandpaper, and a firm pad. You know, you can use a sanding block, but sanding blocks are super flat. So if you put them on a curved surface, you're just going to be sanding that one little area. So you got this section and you got a flat pad. Well, you're only going to be hitting maybe a dime size, if that. And what you're going to do is if you're sitting there trying to sand that, you're going to burn through that clear coat, sure enough. So what I suggest is get you a flexible pad, or just simply cut a piece of Scotch-Brite. Make sure it's new so it's got a little firmness to it. And I know it's not ideal, but it works for me, and it's cheap. I mean, you can pick up a pack of this for $2, and there's 3 of them in there. So cut these things up and just use them as a pad. You know, don't try to wet sand with the pad. Just wrap your 600 grit around it. Make sure it stays wet. Whenever you're getting on this, start off slow. Hit one little area and keep moving. And as you're moving, you're going to feel that surface getting smoother and smoother. Just take your pinky or take your hand and just feel it. Keep moving. Work the entire surface. Now, when you're done working that surface, wipe it down with a rag, clean, no grease. Wipe it down with a clean rag, old t-shirt. You're going to see all of your high spots are going to be dull. All of your low spots are going to be shiny. Now, those are the areas that you're going to want to work, but be careful. Don't press too hard trying to work that area, because you may not have put enough clear coat on it to cover those indentions. Now, more than likely, if you put 3 good solid coats of clear coat, you're not going to have a risk of burning through. But you also got to be aware of how long you've been sanding this piece too. You might have burned through that first layer, second layer, and here you are, you on the last layer. That is the last line of defense, keeping you from going into that bare metal. You don't want to break through, because you're going to have to work twice as hard to get it all stripped down and start all over again. So we're going to take these pieces, we're going to wet sand them, get them all prepped, then we're going to start taping off these scallops and start laying down some black paint.